Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2025, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 77 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. And also commemorating Viksit Bharat at 2047. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
The blessings of Almighty we shall continue with today's commemorations. Today we are commemorating and celebrating International Day of Sport for Development and Peace. Which is celebrated on 6th April, which we have seen. Today, we are commemorating World Chagas Disease Day. Chagas disease, also known as silent or silence disease, affects many poor people without access to health care or people without a political voice. The disease progresses slowly and often shows an asymptomatic clinical course. Without treatment, Chagas disease can lead to severe cardiac and digestive alterations and become fatal. Raising awareness of the disease is essential to improve the rates of early treatment and cure together with the interruption of its transmission. The World Chagas disease was celebrated for the first time in 2020. So this year, the theme for the World Chagas Disease Day 2025 is Prevent, Control, Care, Everyone's Role in Chagas Disease. 7 million people are infected globally, approximately 10,000 deaths every year, and 100 million people are at risk globally. In 2025, we are shining a spotlight on Chagas disease, the suffering it causes, and the calling for equitable access to healthcare and services for everyone affected by this disease. The theme for 2025 is Prevent, Control, Care, Everyone's Role in Chagas disease. Chagas disease is prevalent among poor population of continental Latin America, but it's increasingly being detected in other countries and continents. It is often termed as a silent and silence disease, as infected majority have no symptoms or extremely mild symptoms with 7 million infections globally and significant mortality rates. It poses a substantial public health threat. An estimated of 10,000 people die from Chagas disease every year, and over 100 million people are at risk of acquiring disease. Today is also commemorated as International Moment of Laughter Day in US, which is celebrated on April 14th every year. This is the day to let your inner child come out and laugh away all your worries. You can laugh out loud or giggle. In fact, you can do whatever you want. But make sure you are laughing at the same time. This day reminds us to look beyond our anxious lives and find something that puts a big smile on our faces. The history of International Moment of Laughter Day dates back to 1997, when a humor consultant and psychologist Izzy Jezel invited the whole world to join in this day. So do some fun activities to encourage everyone to laugh. According to Jezel, laughing is an essential as breathing. Laughter comes right after breathing, as just about the healthiest thing we can do. He says the purpose behind this day is to motivate people to find positivity in life. Laughter, often described as the best medicine and positively affects our health. International Moment of Laughter Day was initiated to improve our perspectives. Laughing is proved beneficial for anxiety, as the day originator himself said it relieves stress, instills optimism, raises self confidence, diffuses resistance to change, and enhances all your relationships. Today is also commemorated as Air Force Reserve Birthday in US, which is observed on April 14th every year after the US Air Force was established as a separate branch of service. The Air Force Reserve was born. Its mission is to provide combat ready forces to fly, fight, and win. Reservists play a crucial role and part in the Department of Defense strategy for manpower, global reach, and military flexibility. This day celebrates those who have taken the courageous decision to answer the call of duty. They embody the values of integrity, service before self, and excellence that deserves to be celebrated not just for a day, but whole of the year round. Today is also commemorated as Ambedkar Jayanti in India, which is celebrated annually on April 14th. This celebration pays tribute to the life of the renowned polymath, jurist, economist, and civil rights activist, Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. He is fondly known as the father of the Indian Constitution and was the instrument in shaping the democratic structure of India. He was dedicated to educating the oppressed, improving their economic standing, and raising issues concerning economic and social discrimination against untouchables. Every year on April 14th, his birthday is commemorated as Ambedkar Jayanti. Across the country, the day is also observed as Equality Day. His renouncement of Hinduism inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement. From 1947 to 1951, Ambedkar was the chairman of the Constitution of India Drafting Committee and the Minister of Law and Justice in Jawaharlal Nehru's first cabinet. In 1918, he was appointed as a professor of political economy at the Sydenham College of Commerce and Economics in Mumbai. As of 1925, he had been appointed to the Bombay Presidency Committee to collaborate with the All European Simon Commission. In this period, Ambedkar wrote a separate set of recommendations for India's future constitution. By 1927, Ambedkar decided to launch active anti-untouchability campaigns. He started with public demonstrations and marches to increase access to public drinking water resources. He also started a fight for the right to enter Hindu temples. After India gained its independence in October 1947, the new Congress led government invited Ambedkar to serve as the country's first law minister, which he accepted in October 1947. On August 29th, he was appointed chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee by the Assembly, and he was tasked with writing India's new constitution. Throughout his life, Ambedkar advocated for equality, particularly for the underprivileged social classes and women. He incorporated his vision of equal rights for all into several constitutional laws. On April 14, 1928, activist Janardhan Sadashiv Rana Pise publicly celebrated Ambedkar's birthday in Pune. This day is now known as Ambedkar Jayanti. Today is also commemorated as America's Day in Honduras. This day celebrates the cooperation and unity among the formerly colonized countries in North and South America. It is the initiative of the Organization of American States, in short known as OAS, which has been instrumental in bringing nation states across the two continents together. Since 1890, seminars and demonstrations are organized throughout the country as Hondurans mark the day of solidarity between countries with a shared history. Today is also commemorated as Cambodian New Year in Australia, celebrated from April 14 to 16, is also known as the Khmer New Year. This is because it is celebrated with the bang with Khmer people of Cambodia. Like the typical New Year's Day that the entire world marks on January 1st, this occasion too is flooded with celebrations, fireworks, parties, and a lot of fun. And it coincides with the traditional solar New Year in several parts of India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Laos, and Thailand. The Cambodian New Year or the Khmer New Year is an occasion that has its roots in the history and culture of Cambodia. The locals believe that on this auspicious day, so the legend, Dhammabai Koma, the son of rich man, had successfully completed his study of the three Vedas. He was famous for his knowledge and his ability to communicate with birds. One day, the king of gods, who has learned a Koma's intelligence, challenged his intellect by posing a riddle. The king, confident that Koma wouldn't be able to solve this riddle, declared that the loser will be beheaded. For days, Koma struggled but was unable to solve the riddle until one day he decided to commit suicide in the forest. While in the bush, he fell asleep and heard a conversation between two vultures. In that conversation, he learned the answer to the riddle. The king was beheaded, and per her request, his daughters carried his head on a platter in a ceremonial circle around Mount Sumeru. It is believed that on this day, a new angel comes down to the earth for the ceremony and brings with it happiness and good weather. To honor the presence of divine, Cambodians clean their homes, keep them alight with candles. They render their worship to Buddha by offering food to welcome the spirits. Each of these 3 days of celebration has a specific event assigned to it, and the idea is for Cambodians to make many unforgettable memories on their Khmer Day. Today is also commemorated as Children with alopecia. In US, Children with Alopecia Day is celebrated annually on April 14. This is very ailment Will Smith's wife Jada Pinkett Smith is suffering from, which Chris Rock made fun of at the Oscars and which led to his being hit by Will Smith on stage in front of millions of viewers. Before the Slapgate scandal, you may not have heard of alopecia. It is an autoimmune disease that causes baldness or bald spots on the scalp. In some cases, it also leads to a loss of body hair in other areas, including eyebrows and eyelashes. This year, let's join hands to raise awareness about the disease and put an end to the stigma suffered by children who live with it. Today is also commemorated as National Dolphin Day in US, which is celebrated on 14th every year. We celebrate dolphins, one of the most intelligent and friendly mammals in the world. Dolphins are cetacean mammals that belong to the same family as whales and porpoises. There have been many representations of dolphins in popular culture through books and films. Most of these popular representations are accurate. Dolphins are extremely social and friendly beings. They love company and have an acute sense of hearing. They can hear more frequencies than adult humans. Dolphins can be found in many parts of the world, although they prefer shallow waters. Today is also commemorated as National Donate a Book Day in US, which is celebrated on April 14 by readers across the US. Whether it's new or gently used books, you are encouraged to donate them to your local libraries. The books are not added to the library collections. They will hand them to Friends of Libraries. The Friends of Libraries use donated books to load their book sale. Fundraisers for library, so donate yours to the local public library as a means to share knowledge with others. Today is also commemorated as National Gardening Day in US. Is a day of encouragement, a day created to give gardeners a show and a shovel so that they can begin with their gardening journey. Weather permitting, gardening has always been an endearing task for patient lovers of the great outdoors. A good gardener plans years ahead as they shape the nature that surrounds them according to their vision and needs. With Natural Gardening Day arriving during spring, it is a great chance for you to warm up your green fingers and get planting and preparing for the summer. Our gardens are a unique space. Use this day to get out of there and make the most of them. Today is also commemorated as National Look Up at the Sky Day in US. As we have some interesting moments in history, aurora, light facts, and the perfect ways to celebrate, we often rush through our weekdays, hoping the weekend will come quickly and then rush through the weekends before dreading its end. So, when was the last time you stopped and looked up at the sky? Did you know that a cloud can weigh approximately 1.1 million pounds, or that the color of star depends on its temperature? The sky is fascinating, yet we hardly even notice it. Throughout the history, multiple astronomers have been fascinated with the unknown the sky holds. Astronomy itself is the oldest natural science, and the sky is believed to have religious and mythological purposes, as well as to be the bringer of both good and evil. Ancient Mayans believed celestial objects were gods, and they closely linked their calendars to the astronomy they studied. The oldest known aurora citation was documented in China in 2600 BC. and was the first called Aurora Borealis by Galileo Galilei in 1619 AD after the Roman goddess. Traveling sailors would use stars to navigate, and the sun was their only instrument to tell the time. NASA, an integral organization for astronomical information, was founded in 1958 and continues to learn the new data about space. National Look Up at the Sky Day helps us remember that there is important history all around us and to be more aware of its presence. Today is also commemorated as National Pecan Day in US. On April 14, we celebrate National Pecan Day. Pecan, a uniquely American nut whose fan base counts the likes of founding fathers such as George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Whether it's a garnish on salad or a standalone snack, caramelized or roasted, sweet or savory, pecans never fail to deliver on the enthralling taste and the ultimate nutrient density. Americas is credited for 75% of the world's total. This day was established by the National Pecan Shellers Association in 1966 to recognize and honor the workforce behind the cultivation of pecans in the US. Today is also commemorated as Pathologist Assistants Day in US, celebrated on April 14th. Annually, PAs are undervalued in the pathology laboratory and do not receive the recognition they deserve. As a result, this day is set aside every year to celebrate their vital contributions to correct diagnosis and better patient care. APA is a trained health worker who works under a pathologist's guidance and supervision to provide various services. Sanctuaries of the Southeastern Pathological Association are academically and practically trained to handle laboratory specimens accurately and promptly. Today is also commemorated as Perfume Day in US on April 14th. Perfume has been around and used by people for many years. It's not only used to create pleasant smells on the body, but also used to create distraction from unpleasant smells. The word perfume is derived from the Latin words perfumer, meaning through the smoke. Incense was the first form of perfume and was commonly used for religious rituals by ancient Egyptians. Perfume is usually made of essential oils, aromatic compounds, alcohol, and water, and the ratio of essential oil to alcohol determines the intensity and longevity of the perfume. Perfume has several types based on the alcohol attention. Perfume has several types based on alcohol essential oil ratio. They are parfum or extract, or also known as pure perfume extract, or simply perfume. 20 to 30% essential oil, 15 to 20% essential oil, 5 to 15% essential oil, or simply cologne, 2 to 4% essential oil, 1 to 3% essential oil are different compositions. Different perfumeries put different amounts of essential oils into their perfume products. For example, an EDP from one perfumery may have a lesser concentration of essential oil than an EDT from another. Perfume also has three classes of notes. First is the top notes, also known as opening notes or head notes. The scent you immediately notice after spritzing perfume, usually citrusy, fruity, or herby, bergamot, grapefruit, basil. Second is the middle notes or heart notes, the core of your perfume. The second that comes after the first one started fading, usually floral, like lavender, geranium, juniper. The third is the base notes, the scent remaining about an hour after your first spritz, like vanilla, jasmine, patchouli, and so on. Today is also commemorated as Reach as High as You Can Day in US. On April 14th, the day can be interpreted in numerous ways. However, the message remains the same: to reach as high as you can, whether it is aiming for a higher professional or personal goal, or even to reach for something physically. It's a day to believe in yourself and take chance that you may have shed away from before. Today is also commemorated as Tamil New Year. In Tamil Nadu, Malaysia, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, and across the Tamil diaspora, which is observed on the first day of Tamil month, Chitrai, which usually falls on April 14th, since the day is set based on the solar cycle of the lunisolar Hindu calendar. This occasion has cultural relevance and is celebrated with traditions and historic customs. On this day, people dress up, meet loved ones, and host dinners. Gifts are exchanged, bonds are strengthened, and happiness is spread across the region. Tamil New Year is celebrated by all Tamil Hindus in their various countries of residence, including Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, Mauritius, and so on. Tamil New Year, also known as Puthandu, holds traditional relevance for Tamils across the globe. Puthandu translates as New Year according to the Tamil calendar. The movement of the sun defines the time and month of the year, and based on the calculations of the community ancestors, the New Year There is a story behind the celebration. According to the legend, Lord Indra visited the earth on this day. He defied the law of gravity as he traveled on white chariot into the land of men. During his visit, he took a bath in Girisaurya, the milk. The Tamil community also believes that Lord Brahma began his creation of this world on this day. Hence, the day has both cultural and religious relevance for everyone and must be celebrated as an ode to gods. This is why on Tamil New Year, people make an extra effort to dress fancily and practice customs and hold traditional significance, which includes greeting each other with the phrase Puthandu Valthukal. The people also believe that the blessings of elders are essential to one's success. Accordingly, the elders play a significant role in the Tamil New Year celebrations. Today is also commemorated as Vaisakhi or Baisakhi or Vishu. Sikhs around the world celebrate Vaisakhi or Baisakhi depending on the Sikh calendar. This year it takes place on April 14th, although most of the festivities associated with Vaisakhi takes place around northern India. Sikhs around the world dedicate this special date to celebrating one of the most important observances in Sikh calendar. Vaisakhi is essentially a celebration of the spring harvest in Indian and Sikh culture, and many consider this day to be Indian solar New Year as well. Vaisakhi is one of the most significant annual celebrations in the Sikh religion and in India. Historically, it has always occurred in the mid-April and started with the earliest crop harvest. As a religious celebration, it has consistently been a convivial observance with several festivities and communal celebrations with time and The Sikh religion was established by 10 gurus, all of whom are spiritual masters of Sikhism and made significant contributions to the religion. The main Sikh scripture is known as Adi Granth and is often referred to as Guru Granth Sahib, considering the text to be current Guru. The Guru Granth Sahib is an important text in the Sikh religion and is written in the form of poem. In the Sikh religion, there is no discrimination between men and women, and believers are obligated to treat women as equals. Although most Sikhs originate from northern India, the second largest Sikh community in the world after India is Canada. There are many events associated with Vaishakhi, and all of these are significant events in unifying Sikh communities in northern India and recognizing their religion and identity. As of today, Vaisakhi is celebrated by Sikhs worldwide as proclamation of their identity. Vaisakhi is one of the significant dates in the Sikh calendar that brings almost an entire community together. In many countries, Sikhs gather on this special day to celebrate their culture. As such, this event truly unifies Sikh communities everywhere. So with this, we shall end the commemorations today. Thank you everyone for joining us. We request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form, which has been raised in the form of polls before leaving the platform. See you all tomorrow at the same time. Take care. Good night. And the World Social Work Day celebrations quiz participation certificates have been updated on the website. We request everyone, those who have attended the quiz, can download their certificates from the website, and the next issue will be done in a week's time or in a month's time. So keep attempting the quiz. Wish you all the best. Take care. Good night.